Ethan Hawke, though? What's up, guys? I'm Alex Thorn. Thank you for subscribing to the channel. And this time I took a look at The Black Phone, which is a 2021 film. It's like a horror thriller, Blumhouse production, and it is a Peacock original. Now, I want to get one thing out of the way. Peacock is fucking terrible. The navigation system on there, how you pause, and it just everything is trash. But beyond that, this film follows a brother and a sister, Gwen and Finney. And, I love that this is a period piece, honestly. I think that's really, really cool. It's like 1976, 1978, and they did amazingly well at making you feel like it's actually that time period. From the way it's filmed to the way everybody dresses, just the color, the tone of the film, it does feel like it's back in the day. And that's one of the cool things of this film. But as you're following Gwen and Finney, him and his sister live with their father only. And their father is an alcoholic and he's abusive. And we soon find out that there's a lot of kids that go missing almost pretty much on a weekly basis. The sister, Gwen, she has visions. And we find out that she saw a vision of like black balloons after one of the kids got taken. And, at first it just seems like a little thing. She dreamt something up. It's crazy because you end up finding out that she's definitely going to be able to help this movie move along. And let me just say this right now. The best actor slash actress in this whole film is Madeline McGraw, who plays Gwen. I mean, absolutely bought into every single thing. There's a scene really, really, really early on where the alcoholic dad is like tearing her ass up, abusing her, disciplining her, and I believed every second of her cry. I mean, it was genuine as hell. I've heard people cry like that. I remember being a kid looking at somebody cry just like that. So it was just like, wow, man, she nailed her part, her role. The brother Finney looks like a young Patrick Swayze. Honestly, it's amazing because he's supposed to be 13 years old, but it's like he's 13 in his body, but his face is like 27 already. But unfortunately, this is a time where there's no cameras. Nobody's really out there. These kids are out by themselves. The adults stay inside. This is, the late 60s or the late 70s. And finally, it gets to the point where this black van that you've been seeing from the beginning pulls up to Finney as he's about to walk out of school. And of course, as you have seen in the trailers, he's the target. He's the main character of the whole movie. Immediately for me, like the moment it takes the turn into what you see into the trailers and what the whole movie is about is where the movie really just dies for me. Again, I looked on afterwards and I saw the Rotten Tomatoes and I saw all a couple of reviews here and there, and everybody had nothing but positive things to say about it. And I get it. I think the kids did amazingly well. I think the producers and directors did amazingly well on how they shot this movie, how it looks. There's a every time Gwen, the sister, has these visions, they use this like Super 8 kind of style camera, and that adds some really good style to it. But like I said, the moment you get the grabber involved, the masked villain that everybody sees in the trailer and on the cover and all this stuff, the movie for me just starts to go downhill. Because now you're stuck with Finney where he's captured in the basement. Again, the story that follows that, which is, and you could read this yourself in the description of the movie. So I'm not giving you anything you can't find by yourself. It's not a spoiler. But that black phone that this movie is based off of is a phone where Finn keeps receiving calls from the grabbers' old victims. All of these victims are people or kids that Finn knew or knew of from his school. And they kind of help him through the journey to the end of the movie. Now, my biggest problem with this movie, and I might be in the minority here, is Ethan Hawke. I had no idea that he was the main villain in this movie, the actor. There's something about him that makes me, before I even knew it was Ethan Hawke, by the way, before I even knew it was him, my first reaction to him was just like, I guess. And the more he showed up on screen, I was just like, I understand as Finn the kid, you're going to be scared regardless of who's across from you. But as a viewer of a film, I didn't care about this evil character, this iconic mask that they were trying to do. I got the sense that he was trying to channel a little bit of Heath Ledger in the way he spoke. And you know, Heath is Heath. What he did in the Joker, that's him. Nobody else can do that. And I got that sense that this is what Ethan Hawke thought this character should be or would be. Just didn't do it for me. And the fact that you spend, 75% of the movie down there with Finn, which is just this static place. Maybe it's to make you feel like you're in there with him. I get that. It just doesn't make for an entertaining film after 25% of the movie moving pretty well, and then it just kind of comes to this stagnant halt for me. I'm not going to spoil anything because you can watch this if you want to, if this is your type of film, like I mentioned before. But I'll just say this, as somebody who almost got abducted as a child, I think I was 7 years old. I don't know. That was the scariest part to me. It's a horror movie, and that was the scariest part, was seeing Finn get abducted by the grabber. But after that, I just felt completely disconnected. Might be because of my personal experiences with something close to this, and it just also might be the fact that I don't care about movies with people who have a basic mask on. But for me, since this is my review and my opinion, and this is my show, here's how we do it. We rate things not based off of stars. We rate things off of the bandana system. You feel me? And this movie to me is a 2 out of 5 bandanas. Hey, I'm never going to watch it again. And Ethan Hawke. Just there. Everything about that guy. And this time you couldn't even see him. You couldn't even tell it was him. But before I found out it was him, I was just like, this has to be the fucking blandest bad guy I've ever seen in my life. So that's it, man. That's my review of The Black Phone. Let me know if you enjoyed it. Let me know if you want to see it. And let me know if you're kind of like into those movies, or give me some suggestions down below. Remember, like, comment, subscribe. You guys have been going nuts over that Jeepers Creepers review that I did. That was my first video on this channel. And that's really cool of you guys. I appreciate you. You guys got me watching movies, because usually it takes me 3-4 days to watch a movie. And now I'm actually able to, force myself to sit down and watch a movie all in one night. So thank you again. My name is Alex Thorn. Leave some comments down below. I appreciate you guys.